The Minnesota Bulldogs got off to a ferocious start to open the new NBL season, and they're currently one of the top 10 teams in the league. They'll look to build on that ranking with their second game of the season against the Canada Wild, a group looking for their first win in NBL competition. We'll have all the action in just a few minutes on TSB Television. Greetings, everyone. I'm Mike Peden. She is Ty Holt. We're back after a short hiatus. Ty, this is going to be an interesting lead-up because Canada had some turbulence. They got into an accident of some kind on the way here.
Yep.
They only arrived a few minutes ago, so they're not going to have a lot of time to warm up. I'm guessing you've been in situations like that, AAU, Gus Smacker, where you've got to be ready to play on short notice. How do you prep yourself when you know you're working against the clock?
Well, they had to been prepared before they even pulled up. So that's driving on their way here. You should be focused, ready already.
We'll see how focused they are. They also picked up a few free agent emergency players, is the best way we'll describe it. So folks like Kashmir McCullough and Taluzale Thompson, they normally don't play for Canada, but they'll fill in tonight. It's a good way to make sure matches are played as scheduled, Ty, and for some of these freelancers, also a chance to perhaps showcase themselves to clubs who might be looking for a player or two.
Sometimes it only takes one game. That might be good for them.
Well, one game was all we needed to see how influential, how impactful folks like Jalen Hollins are for the Bulldogs. He had 29 points in the victory over the Broncos 2 weeks ago. But you also have a lot of options like Kavarian Williams. That quick release three-point stroke can be a menace for opponents. But based on game one, Ty, Hollins, I feel like, could be one of the leaders on this team. What is your assessment?
I agree. But I also know that was the first game. That was season opener. You got to keep it up. You got to stay consistent. We'll see tonight.
We will see indeed. Of course, one game does not make a season entire, but the Bulldogs can take the next step towards a good season with the win tonight. We'll be back with the starting lineups. This is NBL Basketball.
Women's basketball has been around a long time, and we've had so many opportunities, and now we're just continuing to get more.
Susan Shudley makes a great move. Pass to Linda Shudley.
It comes back to just feeling like you're part of a sorority of women. It's really fun to see. There's a lot of pride.
The 90s, late 90s, we was pumping out great women's basketball players. And still to this day, we're still there.
Welcome back to the High School for Recording Arts in St. Paul. We're starting a little later than scheduled, and that is because Canada took a little while to get here. But we are all set for some basketball. Minnesota, the Bulldogs, that is. There are two Minnesota teams. Did not play any games last weekend, so they sit 1-0, sixth in the league rankings. But as Ty alluded to in the open, one game does not make a season entire.
It definitely doesn't, Mike. I can't wait to see what they bring to the floor tonight, especially since they've had a lot of time to warm up.
We spoke of Canada's perspective. They did get their allotted warm-up time, but they get here, they don't really have a chance to decompress. It's not unlike WNBA travel schedules when you've got quick turnarounds, as the Phoenix Mercury could attest to, having to play a third game in their series, turn around and play Minnesota. But Canada's going to go up against a full complement of Minnesota players. And one of them is a newcomer. This could be a one-time deal or the start of something bigger, but Akeem Smart is in the lineup tonight, 7'2".
Oh, yeah. When I walked in, he's definitely the first person I saw, Mike.
Reminds me of Chet Holmgren when he played at Minnehaha Academy. Not many folks of his frame. And then in college and NBA, everyone was saying he was too skinny to last in the pros. And one ring later, I think those takes did not age well.
Yeah, well, you're always going to have somebody saying something, right?
That is true. I remember our podcast a few years ago. You told me there were people giving you a hard time.
People always giving me a hard time.
Although in that case, I remember right, they were giving you a hard time because of your larger than average shoe size. And then they saw you on the court and probably stopped messing with you after that. They're like, oh, this kid can ball.
Oh, yeah.
We better leave her alone or she's going to posterize us.
Something like that, Mike. It went something like that.
I'm guessing your wife did not make fun of you about that when the two of you first met.
No, she didn't. She doesn't make fun
She
of me.
left your shoe size out of it. She knew better. Or maybe she watched the podcast and is like, I ain't going there.
I wouldn't say she know better, but don't put me in something, Mike.
Ty's wife is here, so we might have a little more fun, although on the other hand, we might have to behave ourselves a little more too.
Yeah, for sure. A shout out to her for coming with me. See that? That's me behaving.
Are you ready?
Like I said, both of us have to behave ourselves.
Yeah, team effort, Mike.
So they're introducing the Minnesota starters now. So we spoke of the Canada perspective. For Minnesota, what is that like? I would feel like it's a bit like waiting for an earlier game to finish up an overtime, overruns longer than anticipated. I'm guessing you were in that situation too, perhaps in high school or college. When you're on the other side waiting for the other team to get here, mentally, what are you going through? Do you get more antsy? Do you just try to stay loose, shake it off? I have to imagine the other side of that coin, you're probably raring to go and you're asking yourself, how much longer before we start?
I feel like in those moments, the nervousness leaves because I'm on the floor for so long. I'm waiting for so long. By the time they get there, I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's do this.
So you were eager to play. Like,
yes, sir.
when you suited up, and so when you had to wait, I don't think it's going to affect the morale or mentality all that much, but I am curious because as a player, I'm like this too. When I'm at a game, you're ready to start, and if someone's not here, you're like, okay, what's going on? I want to go.
Yeah, it makes you wonder. And then you start praying, hoping that the game is still going to happen.
Well, this game will happen. Here are the starters for tonight. For Canada, Kagan Abbas, Zay Jackson, TJ Chandler, Abiola Bakari, and Kashmir McCullough. Minnesota Bulldogs will be Jalen Hollins. He had 29 in the season opener. A.J. Wilson, Akeem Smart, the 7-2 post. Sam Willis, and Akeem Kubi. Well, now that I look, there's 13. I'm thinking, did Akeem forget to come out there and start? I see 4 out there. Where's the 5th?
Oh, he's there.
Oh, I see. Akeem's going all the way down the bench.
Showing his respects before the game.
Canada with just 7 players suiting up. Minnesota, again, has the full roster. I would think that would tilt this game in favor of Minnesota. The Bulldogs, that is, but we'll see. Of course, Canada's got a quick turnaround. They've got a game tomorrow afternoon. Ty and I will be there at the Salvation Army.
Yes, we
the Broncos will take their turn.
Oh, man, height difference. Notice it right away. Here we go.
Between the two nines, Bakari and Wilson. Minnesota trying the high-low play inside. They do get to Smart.
Hook shot.
Not quite the cleanest entry pass I've seen, but Smart was able to compose himself for
That's
our
the
first
first
bucket.
move I learned, Mike, a hook shot.
First move you learned was a hook shot.
Yes, sir. That's the
Were
first.
you watching old school highlights of Julia serving Dr. J?
Nah, I didn't know a lot about basketball. I was a post player when I first started, so they taught me the hook shot.
Or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's skyhook? Well, he was a post player with the Lakers way back when.
Ooh.
Rebound, no tip-in for the Wild. Canada in the black, Minnesota, Bulldogs in the white. And A.J. Wilson gives Minnesota a fast break score.
Their bench is deep.
4-0. And if I'm not mistaken, Ty, it looks like we got some new lights on the scoreboards here.
Yeah, I thought I saw that. Oh, good move. Way to get it up high. That was a nice shot.
TJ Chandler drains the contested jumper, and Canada, they do look small, all of them. So they're going to have to use their speed and their quickness to overcome Minnesota's height. Their hops help too, but I like this. Well, the old lights, I know no one's paying attention except us, but the old lights would kind of blind you a little bit. It really stood out, but these lights are much easier on the eyes. I like it.
I like it too, Mike.
Three is short.
They got to utilize their 7-2 post player.
Canada utilizing their speed and quickness to tie this game up at 4. Ty, you and I, we've been around too long. The first thing we notice is, hey, new scoreboard lights.
Paying attention to detail, Mike.
Just not the details most folks would expect us to follow who are watching this game. Canada, I'm looking at the shorts. I see Vancouver. So they are known as the Canada Wild, but they appear to hail from Vancouver. That's quite a trek. Here's a 3. Offline.
Oh, wow.
Rebound tipped.
He's getting up there.
Well, Minnesota's got the vertical. Willis leading the fast break, goaltend. And they will give that to Hollins. Hollins will get credit for the bucket. I'm sure that never happened to you.
Oh, no.
You never got called for goaltending. You made sure to get up there before the ball went downward.
Uh-oh.
Canada already making a switch.
Good take.
The runner, not there. Dead ball rebound to Minnesota. Again, Canada using some free agent emergency players. One of them is Vontae Copeland. So a couple of the names you may recognize if you watch past NBL coverage. But like we said, it's a chance for some of these players to either help out or get some tape.
3 seconds in the lane.
Defensive 3-second violation.
Oh, yeah, we had one of those last game, Mike.
That will lead to a technical free throw. And I see we're playing with the 35-second clock again. We had some issues last time we were here. Normally it's 24, but remember, a lot of these locations used by NBL teams also serve as high school gyms. High School for Recording Arts is one of them, as Jalen Hollins knocks down the free throw. Again, it's a bench technical when it's a defensive 3-second violation, so no one charged with a tech.
I see he's sitting down there in the dunker spot. We got to give him the play big down there.
Smart. Getting after the rebound, Minnesota. Well, look at this. Well, everyone trying to keep it alive.
You can't save it under their hoop.
Right place. Well, Sam Willis, right place, right time. Everyone trying to keep it alive, and he happened to be there.
Good take.
That was Vontae Copeland, and it's 9-6. I'm glad I can look at the scoreboard and not have to squint anymore. Here is Smart. Foul from behind. He'll shoot 2. Smart, 7 feet 2 inches. They're ruling that a non-shooting foul?
Before the shot.
Didn't look that way to me. Break for the Wild, but Minnesota still has the rock. Well, Ty, looks like Akeem Smart can run the high-low option himself.
Yeah, he
gets the assist. Wilson with the bucket. 11-6 the score. Another take.
Ooh. Good rebound.
Off the rim, kick out. 3 on the way. Long.
Oh, and 1.
And 1 indeed.
Good finish.
Abiola Bakari. And Ty, Canada, they may not have the height, but they've got hops, and they're using that to compensate in the early going.
He's touched the ball every time they've gone down the court. He's probably their best rebounder.
A lot of folks on the Canada roster, young guys who play college ball in the States. Bakari looking to make this a 2-point game with 8:17 left in the first quarter. And he does. It's early, and if you were with us in our last game, it took the Bulldogs a little while to set the tempo, establish themselves. They needed that second quarter rally to run away and stay away from the Broncos. Great ball movement. The Hezzy up and in for A.J. Wilson. He's got 6 in the early going.
Close one. That was a close one.
Those are the plays you don't want to see happen.
Both teams are moving without the ball, though. That was my problem last game. Floaty.
Monte Copeland indeed floats it in.
Oh, yeah. He know how to use this float game. Don't go in the corner.
There's Hollins. He'll back off. Again, 35-second clock. Catch and shoot 3. Bullseye. Hollins to Willis. 16-11. Copeland.
And 1. Oh, he moving. They better put somebody on that, man.
He's a mover and a shaker, and we won't charge him for that wedgie. He was fouled on the way up.
Yes.
But that takes some doing. You get a wedgie on a layup attempt?
That's crazy.
Did that ever happen to you? Did
No.
you never had a wedgie?
Nope. You had a wedgie? You got a wedgie?
No wedgies from here, but I haven't taken as many reps as you have. I don't have as many field goal attempts.
Oh, what's the discussion?
One of the officials I'm recognizing, I think that's Rock Rogers, who played for the old Lakers
Oh, wow.
when this league was known as the Midwest Basketball League. I see the discussion. It was a clear path. I think they were discussing whether or not it was a clear path rule. We do play with NBA rules. So because Copeland was fouled on the take, it was determined he had a clear path. So he'll get the free throw.
And he'll make them.
And then Canada will keep possession.
I'm about to enjoy watching him play tonight.
And one of the other officials discussing it with Minnesota now. It's a split at the line for Copeland, but Canada will maintain possession again because it was a clear path foul. That is my understanding of the situation.
Okay, that makes sense.
Or is Minnesota going to get the ball? No. We're having a jump ball? Oh, I see why we're doing a jump. Minnesota gets it.
All right. Okay,
My
here we
reason,
go.
I'm a little astounded, aghast that we have a jump ball. I know we had the wedgie,
Ooh, good pass fake.
which is what the ruling is, but
Didn't
I'll
he?
finish that in a minute.
He ran with that ball.
Minnesota doing some cleanup work. A.J. Wilson with a second chance bucket. But, Ty, as I understand it, since Copeland was fouled, unless it was a technical, well, no, because he got the 2, shouldn't Canada have possession because it was clear path?
My bad, Mike.
I'm just trying to figure out why we had a jump ball after the free throws.
Yeah, I don't know what happened
Because it was a foul on a take. A wedgie, that's what we're calling it, shouldn't factor into that ruling. Because my understanding is if you're fouled on a shot attempt, clear path, you get 2 free throws in the ball.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe they made a mistake. I don't know. Maybe they're just as confused.
This is what I wish Azaria Jackson were still here. She's down in Atlanta now, but she was an official for several years here. Played her high school ball at Benilde St. Margaret's. I'm going to have to ask her. She's still officiating. No, I'm serious. I'll ask her because she's still officiating. She can answer that question.
Okay, when you get the answer, let me know.
And we ask not because we're going to try to go after the officials like Cheryl Reeve did in Game 4 or Game 3 of the semifinals. No, we're asking so that we can understand it. For me as a broadcaster, as Chandler splits at the line, and Ty, as you know, she's coaching at Harding, and she'll be running into, perhaps, Minnesota's coach, Nicole Charles, if the chips fall where they may.
She'll be running into me.
Canada times the pass. Oh, that's what you gotta watch out for, Ty. They had the fast break all set, but the pass a little low.
Yep. At least he was looking.
But Ty, again, wants to understand the rules, too, because she's going to be coaching again with David Iverson at Harding, and it's helpful to understand these rules. Step back three for Copeland is short. Rebound, Minnesota on the move again. It's Sam Willis with 7.
Sam Willis he's a bucket.
Minnesota's a bucket right now. They're up 20-13.
Ooh.
Jackson, side fade.
That was a good move.
Can't hit the 3.
The fast break is when they're getting their buckets. Look.
And Minnesota, no, not quite. Second chance, the floater,
Somebody
no.
got to get in there and rebound for Canada. Ooh, that was a good block.
Third try.
That was a block.
Hollins getting a knock in the face. And those can sting. I'm guessing you've been in that situation more than once.
Yeah, especially the nose. But I thought that was a clean block.
I saw contact from my vantage point.
Maybe I blinked.
Well, this is kind of funny. If you remember in our first game, Ty and I, on a couple of cases, we had differing opinions on formations, shooting space.
Yeah.
Usually you don't see that, broadcaster, color commentator. They're always on the same page, but you and I, we apparently see this game a lot differently.
Yeah, Mike, you do basketball, and I'm
well,
a
you
hooper,
do basketball,
but
too.
I'm a hooper. I'm not a basketball player. I'm a hooper, so I'm going to see it different. It's a big difference.
If I could be half the player you were, I would call that an accomplishment.
Thank you, Mike.
That would be a fun little switch. What's going on now? Minnesota, I think they're calling for an inbound violation.
Yeah. They better just play.
Well, right. If you don't hear a whistle, just keep going. Don't get too caught up in any situation, good, bad, indifferent.
Ooh.
Spin move, push off.
That wasn't a push
Shot
off.
long. 3 ball. Short. Tie, Canada.
Touch it.
The zip inside.
Ooh,
Step
through.
through.
Oh, my gosh.
Canada, they're just coming up short on all these layups. Tied reminds me a little bit of the Broncos game when they had a hard time finding their shot.
Yeah, they had a tough time. That was a good step through, though. That was a good move.
5:06 left in the first quarter. And Canada,
Triple threat.
they don't want to get in a shooting slump. They don't have the numbers to hang with Minnesota like that.
Yeah, he can get up there.
Well, Canada, they're doing everything right. They're just not getting the ball in the hole. It
They better play
seems.
some defense over there on Willis.
Well, Minnesota, they've been able to mix it up. We've seen some fast breaks, second chances. Love on the step through. Love was a part of this group a year ago, back in action with the Bulldogs. He'll shoot 2.
They can't be getting in foul trouble, I'm going to tell you that, because there's like their players over there on the floor.
Canada just has 7 that are available tonight, including a few of the free agent pool players.
Well, me as a coach knowing that.
I'd step up the aggressiveness. I'd go at him, try to get in foul trouble.
Exactly.
It's like when a player picks up that 4th or 5th foul.
Yep, go at him. Go at him. And he's the answer to that right there.
Latrell Love knocks down the freebies, and Ty, the Bulldogs, off to a 5-of-5 clip from the charity stripe. One of several things going their way. Copeland again.
Oh, man. That boy, man.
Beep, beep.
Yeah, that package in there.
Minnesota looking for the cha-cha slide from 3-point range. They don't get it.
You got to be strong with that.
So we'll see if Canada can stomp their way into a rally. I'll show myself out again.
Oh, I get caught in a daze, Mike. I be watching.
Oh, I get confused on a daily basis. Copeland, you called it. You're in a daze. I get confused on a daily basis. That's why we work so well together.
I guess so.
I don't even know what day this is. Vontae Copeland, he's keeping Canada in this game with 9 points. He's one of the pool players. And another one, Kashmir McCullough, who was, I believe, part of the Bulldogs last year, helping out.
Let's see if he hit this.
It would make it a 6-point game.
And one.
And that's what we call the 3-point play. Or another way to call it.
Come on,
Minnesota launches into the 3 off the rim. Rebound, Hollins tips it to himself.
Oh,
He'll
man,
back
he
off
better
and
feed
reset.
the post player. You don't hear him calling for it.
They'll try from the other corner.
Ain't no way.
Short.
I would have took a post touch. Ain't no way I would have. No.
Is that you as a former post player speaking?
Me as a coach right now.
You're in coach speak. If you're not careful, Ty, Minnesota might scoop you up and I'll lose my broadcast partner. Your wife would have to fill in.
She can't fill in if she rolling with me.
Jalen Hollins banks in the floater. 26-17. Hollins with 7.
All right, here go the bucket. They better get on them.
Copeland.
Yep, way to
Zips
find
it out.
Ooh, stay on
The
your
fake.
feet. Oh my gosh.
The 3 is offline. Rebound.
Oh,
Ooh.
man, just grab it.
I was thinking the same thing. Jalen Thomas, he had the rebound right there. Don't pinball it.
Yeah, he had it.
Don't pinball it because the other team's looking to swipe it.
Yeah, they can't afford that.
I saw something similar years ago. Was De La Salle Dowling Catholic with Savannah White. She waited for a rebound to come to her, and a Dowling Catholic player scooped it up. And I remember telling Emil Jihad, who is now the coach at Minneapolis North for boys basketball, when it comes to rebounds, get after it, because if you don't, someone else will.
No, that is the truth.
But Jalen Thomas redeems himself, banking in that short-range bunny. 26-19, Bulldogs over Wild.
My post player.
What was that?
I would be looking at my post player. There's no way. Yes. There we go.
There's Love.
Now
He does have the height advantage. Powers his way in,
and let him
but
double.
sent away. Jalen Thomas with the swipe.
Let him double. They have another
McCullough
post player in there.
for 3. That would have been big. Minnesota brings it up. Holland steps into the 3.
Got to
Swish.
step up.
Holland's had 29 to lead the Bulldogs in game 1. He's got 10 in the first quarter to lead the Bulldogs here. Canada looking for the quick strike response. They don't get it. Wisdom Kawuto with the rebound. Bulldogs with a chance to enlarge the dog pound. It's Stephen Cologne.
It's a good shot. There's no way I'm missing this post player.
32-19, Minnesota over Canada. Chandler, long 2, off the rim, rebound, Hollins.
Oh, good D, boy.
Has to retrieve it, deflected, so Hollins can pick it up. He's feeling it, but can't get the runner to fall. Rebound, Wild.
We out.
Canada, 1-on-2. Looking for the 3, it's long. Dead ball rebound to Minnesota. 57.9 on the clock.
Canada fighting for the ball is just never in their hands. Never landing.
They're fighting for it, but they're just not quite finding their shot like Minnesota has.
Right.
Now what do we have? A timeout? $57.9, no timeout, just a side out.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been a good time for a timeout.
Close to the end of the first quarter, I think, would be a strange time for it.
Very strange. I mean, but hey.
But I've seen stranger timeouts called.
Yeah, let me be quiet because I know I'm about to make a few mistakes myself.
You know what that makes you?
Human.
Just like everyone else, you're right. Steal.
Oh.
Splash.
Oh.
Jalen Thomas.
Okay, Thomas.
Thomas has brought some defensive tenacity to this Canada team, but Latrell Love on the other end with a quick answer.
Ain't nothing he could do with that. That was good defense, but hey.
Sometimes better offense beats good defense.
Ooh.
34-22, Canada looking for the 3 ball. This is Zay Jackson, doesn't have the space. 10 seconds, shot clock is off. Jalen Thomas, guarded close to the midcourt line, works off the screen, fires a deep 3, can't connect. And that will take us to the end of 1.
Oh, wow.
Good defense by the Bulldogs to close out the first tie. They had Canada pinned near the midcourt line, and they lead 34-22 after 1.
It might get real tough. It's going to get real tough for Canada.
You got kids, you can't in through the door. You can't get tickets for the kids' raffles.
First quarter notables for Canada, Vontae Copeland, he's got 10 points, but not as much support compared to Minnesota. On the Bulldog side, Jalen Hollins with 10, A.J. Wilson with 8, Sam Willis with 7. I think the big story so far, Ty, the field goal shooting. We're seeing Minnesota convert more efficiently, more frequently. Canada, they had a lot of looks down low, especially early in the quarter, if you remember, but having a tough time finding the net.
Yeah, they got to take care of that ball because once the ball is in Minnesota's hands, they're gone. Fast break gone. They're getting their buckets on the fast break.
Bulldogs will go on the road next weekend, and we don't quite have the travel budget to bring us along. So we will be with you, of course, tomorrow for the Broncos and the Canada Wild, but the next home game will be October 25th for the Bulldogs. Mike Peden and Tyzashia Holt, but she goes by Ty. Used to go by Lachey. I don't know how many names you've had in your...
You may never know.
Your wife might know.
She might.
Maybe I can ask her, how many names have you gone by? Now that she's here, I guess I've taught her everything about you in basketball. Now she could teach me everything else about you.
She won't.
What do you mean she won't?
She won't.
How do you know that?
That's my wife. I know.
Or is that your way of saying you're the most boring individual in the history of Western civilization?
Nah. Nah, Mike. I said what I said, and I meant it. Oh, that's a mismatch. Oh, man.
34-23 is the score.
Oh, my God.
And we're going to have free throws.
Their
for
handles,
Zay Jackson.
If they keep moving that ball and man, they can't be held.
That is Rock Rogers.
Minnesota needs to clog in.
One of the officials, that is.
Down low.
Wild 4 of 6 from the free throw line in the first quarter. Minnesota 5 of 5.
Once basketball season come, everybody end up being a coach.
You know that all too well, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I do. From coaching it, watching it, playing it.
I was referring the parents that sometimes come at you because their kid didn't get enough playing time.
You know the advice you give them when that happens? Tell them to work out in the off season. That's the answer. Tell them to work out. They don't like their playing time. Tell them to work out.
A technical foul was assessed.
Oh, here we go.
To Canada. I'm wondering if it was for delay of game.
Oh, man, he said, I hope
so Minnesota's going to shoot a free throw. This is Stephen Cologne. Well, in my situation, Ty, I've had a few folks, usually on YouTube, you know how those are, the keyboard warriors who have nothing better to do.
I'm seeing how they debating on who's shooting these free throws. It's like, bro, one of you shoot the free throw. That's it.
And Cologne misses. So now we'll go back. But my advice, because I've gotten some heat from the keyboard warriors about my broadcasting technique, and I tell them this. If you want to give it a try on the mic, you're welcome to.
Yep.
And
That's a good answer. I like that.
well, because I can speak from experience, it's easy when you're sitting at home watching on your computer or television. It's a little different when you have to be on site and actually go through it. You can simulate it till kingdom come, but until you get out there, you don't really know what to anticipate, what to prep for. Sam Willis, he came ready to play, though.
Yeah,
he
he
drains
did,
the step
yeah.
back, elbow J,
That was a nice
36-24. 36-24, we've got the music here at the High School for Recording Arts. That
man.
is Zayd Jackson.
They're not going to be able to dribble through it, though. Is Copeland done?
Copeland, I think he's just resting on the bench right now.
Oh,
He's got the
he
towel.
hurt his finger.
Ooh, that can hurt too, jamming the finger. I didn't see that. That's a travel. Bakari did a little too much shuffling.
They have to use each other. They're missing that now. They were moving the ball at first. One man does not eat all.
Minnesota tapping into their bench. Kubi's out there. Tried to run a give and go. Love says, I've got this.
Yep. Utilize their post players. Game over. They do that.
Minnesota up by 2 touchdowns, 38-24. Quick three off the rim. Minnesota with the outlet pass to absolutely no one.
Oh, man. They can't. He shouldn't have stopped running, though. He probably could have got that. Well, no, though. Okay, here comes Copeland. That's what I've been waiting on.
This is Abbas. Finds Bakari, looking to go in the spin cycle. Wisdom
good
Kabuto
hustle.
slams
Good
the
hustle.
door.
Oh.
Rebound, though, for Canada.
Can't play with the ball.
TJ Chandler finds a man in the corner.
They need something right now. Good rebound.
Second board, it's Bakari.
Not forcing, though.
Zay
Good
Jackson
hustle.
missed.
Oh, fast break.
Minnesota
Fast break.
with the rebound. Canada, they're a feisty group, but maybe hurrying some of their shots. Here's a high-low. Love one-on-one. Got it. Back-to-back buckets for number 30.
Keep feeding him. He's hungry.
There's a whole lot of hungry Bulldogs. I was about to say hippos, but 3-second call on Minnesota. Remember, at this level, you have to be within arm's length of a opposing player. That's not a rule you hear at the high school level.
I don't know, but they better stop. They better
No, they didn't have it when you played.
No, I'm talking about right now. They better get within those lengths so we can stop pausing the game. But I mean, hey, free money. They need those points. Did they give them their point?
I don't remember 3-second calls, though, not at your level. And I'm guessing if I were to ask Jasmine, she was a player, too, at North and Oka Ramsey. I don't think they have that at the high school level.
No, they don't.
I don't even think they have it at the college level.
No. Unless something changed. No, they don't.
Certainly not when you played.
Absolutely
And I
not.
don't remember ever hearing the call when I've covered college games. But Azaria,
What's going
I
on?
bring her up. We're having scoreboard issues, it seems. But Azaria did tell me there are different rules. The game's the same, but there are different applications of rules between high school, college, and the pros.
I think that's right.
And that does influence how each game
Ooh,
operates.
Good cut.
Backdoor play for Bakari. 40-26, Bulldogs in control. Pass tipped, Love's got it. The fake. Now Willis trying to bait his defender. Instead, he'll go off the screen, fire the 17-footer, come up short. Rebound, Zay Jackson. Jackson, ooh. They do, they'll take the transition 3. Bakari down there, up on Love, and he scores the second chance bucket. Bakari with 7. This is Kubi. No look, sidearm. 3-ball.
With the 3-pointer.
Off the rim. Rebound. And the bunny. A.J. Wilson. His first bucket of the second. He's got 10.
A.J. Wilson. I'm just practicing.
That Wilson you will see tomorrow. As the Aces try to go up 2-0 in the first year of a 7-game finals. The take was disrupted. Ball's live.
Good hustle.
Canada's got it. They've got time. 3-ball. No.
Ooh, good
Bakari
tip.
again. That's the third putback, I think, in the last 3 possessions for Canada.
He's their best rebounder. Without a doubt.
He's turning into that. I haven't seen the Wild. I haven't seen a lot of these visiting rosters. Love, spin move. Got the step, but not the finish. Late foul. Latrell is one of the more animated figures.
Yeah. Oh, no.
I think he's alleging that the officials were trying to mess with him.
I don't know. You got to keep playing. You're supposed to just keep playing.
I can tell the coach in you has come out, but
I don't know. It might be the player in me, too.
Well, you weren't that animated. You weren't that expressive as a player, I don't think. I don't remember you ever getting that excited, good, bad, and different. You went out there and you had one focus, one singular goal. You were out there to play. And now Latrell is... What is... Oh, there's a wet spot. That's what's going on.
They got to just play basketball. Just play basketball.
I think there is some fans playfully heckling him. But they had to wipe up the spot on the court where Love took a slide. Hence the extended delay on these free throws. Well, Ty, you've had your share of those moments too. I'm guessing in your high school and college games where someone spots a wet area of the floor and there are reasons we wipe them up.
Yeah, I've had that moment a lot.
And we're not talking
moment to clean it up. I know we got to clean it up.
And we're not talking the one time where she spilled the water cooler all over the court. I'm talking the sweat equity the players put in.
Right. I feel you. It is the big deal. We don't want people slipping and sliding.
No, they have an outdoor toy for that. Love thought it was off.
Oh, man. All right.
Love thought that shot was off, and then it goes down. I don't think Latrell's giving himself enough credit. That was good form.
That was good form.
That was good form.
You got to share the ball. All that dribbling.
This is Bakari. Wilson's on
10
him.
seconds.
Remember, we're using the 35-second
dribbling.
clock. Bakari dribbled it right into Kavarian Williams. Here comes a 3. Rattling it home is Sam Willis.
This boy is on fire.
Minnesota en fuego, 47-30. Copeland straight away.
Oh, that was a good shot, good balance. He had to jump a little bit more, though.
Abbas, also long. Bulldogs don't have the numbers, so they'll fire another three. That's short. Canada, they've got a leaker. It's Bakari.
Oh, easy finish. That was an easy finish.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Just like the Meatloaf song from the 70s. Love. First try doesn't go down. Dead ball O-board to the Bulldogs. Someone forgot to stop the clock.
Oh, man. They don't even notice.
This happens a bit at the high school and semi-pro levels. College and pro.
Bruh.
College and pro, that doesn't happen often. Love will take a breather, and
Yeah,
given the extended delays, I guess I'm not going to complain too much.
I was like, yeah, I'm not complaining about any job that I'm not willing to do.
Uh-oh. What? Smart and Bakari, I thought they were getting tangled up for a bit. Jump ball. And those two have to be the ones to take it.
You just playing basketball, that's it.
Akeem, 7'2", Bakari, not quite 7 feet. And I lost my pen.
All right, here we go.
Who's going to win this jump ball? Who do you think?
Should we flip a coin?
Now what?
Now what? It's a good question.
Were they not in the right spot?
It's something, he was wearing something on his wrist.
Smart won the jump ball tip, and Kavarian Williams lands his first three-pointer of the evening.
He hit a few of those in the season opener.
He had 5, if I recall.
Whoa, that was a travel.
Yeah, that was close, if not a travel. I think TJ Chandler got away with one there. I thought I saw the bunny hop.
I definitely saw the bunny hop.
I'm not as forceful because I'm not down there, but I thought the bunny hop. I agree with you. But it's a break for Canada. TJ Chandler with 3 points and another wet spot that we have to wipe up. There's a towel on the other end of the court.
We had these delays at the beginning of the first game.
Chandler, 3 points in the first quarter. 5:37 left in the second. And it's a split.
Oh, okay, here we go. Pull up.
Wilson through traffic. Smart, too strong, got his own miss. And got hacked. I saw the arm contact. So the 7'2" post player will head to the line. High School for Recording Arts. Home base for lots of NBL games over the years. Years ago, it was the home base for the Minnesota Lakers organization.
How many years ago was that?
I did a game back in 2017, then did all the home games in 2018, a couple in 2019. And then they folded up after that. But that was about 7 years ago.
Okay. Dang, Mike, you really been in this.
You were finished. Well, this is my 20th season of sports broadcasting. I've been around the block for a little bit. Either that was a missed shot or a long pass, and Akeem Smart.
He should have just laid the ball up.
Minnesota looking to sprint down court. Last touch by Canada.
They don't just play the game.
Well, it's Minnesota ball. They have to get everyone back. Canada trying to get in Smart's face. And Chandler, he was grabbing Smart before the inbound.
Yeah, they should have said something then.
Well, they said something at that moment. Williams is playing kickball.
I mean, nice shoes, though. Look, see, he ain't supposed to be pushing them right now.
Yeah, there's a little too much pushing and shoving between the two. Yeah, Rock's getting in there. Someone had to step in because those two are getting at each other.
What? Oh, my. Why would he?
We'll see how this progresses.
Ooh, that
More
ankle,
contact. Holland sold it, but there was contact from Copeland. But regarding Chandler and Smart, I'll be curious to see how much more officials tolerate. We did see Rock getting in there to break them up, but I wouldn't be surprised if officials take bigger steps if that becomes a thing.
They need to just feed them down low, especially since they're already going at it. It's a foul that's going to happen. Actually, never mind. No fouls needed.
Canada in the penalties, so free throws coming for Jalen Hollins. Minnesota up 51-34.
52.
They had a good start in the first quarter, and they are building upon it here, just like they did in the first game 2 weeks ago with the in-state rival Minnesota Bulldogs, who will take the floor tomorrow. And with two Minnesota teams, a lot of the visitors will have weekend stays to get a pair of games in.
Man.
53-34, and Minnesota can add more. Willis.
Please no fouls. Please no fouls. He should just play.
Copeland. Three goes in and
Good
out.
hustle.
Well, Canada, they've got the lateral quickness on their side. They're just having a hard time finding the rim.
Yeah, those were some good looks right there. They got to move it out the ball now. You can't sit and watch. That's going to result in a turnover.
Drive and kick. The three. Again tie. Canada just cannot find the bucket. Williams, look out. He was underneath, mishandled the dribble, and Minnesota throws it away. Williams motions to himself, owning up for it, but a rare missed opportunity for the Minnesota Bulldogs. What's going on over
They
here?
talking about us. They talk about our last broadcast, how he was on here last time.
Holland's got a piece of it. Canada still with the rock.
He said, ain't none of that.
Smart with the block. Chandler tries to go over him, gets his own miss. Chandler versus Smart. No foul called. I didn't see Chandler really lean into him, though. And Minnesota throws it away again.
They got to clean those passes
left.
up.
So what was he saying?
He said,
what was that guy saying over to us?
He said something like, oh, those are the two from last time that did the last broadcasting for the last game. He's like, I heard them, and then they said something that we said, but I couldn't hear them.
I'm too focused on the ball. I didn't even know what they were saying, but I suppose.
Just so happened to look over there.
Another mistake for the Canada Wild. Only 11 points in the quarter. Minnesota can't get three on that possession. Rebound, Chandler.
He can't dribble his way out of this. They need to move out without the ball.
Abbas finds Copeland. Copeland looking to launch.
Nobody's moving.
Thomas was calling for it. Copeland got it to go. That was a tough shot.
That was a tough shot.
Well, you were stressing that ball movement in the last game.
Man, it's so important, Mike. Not a
Minnesota
one-man show.
took a moment.
Oh, come on, y'all.
A.J. Wilson, right place, right time. I was going to say, I don't think it works out all that well when a player pauses when they're open. They wait for a minute, maybe to see if a defender comes out.
Mismatch. They got to clear that out. Clear that out, man.
Foul away from the ball. Minnesota had a couple to give.
They got a screen mismatch on that. No, they got good energy over there, huh?
They were having some fun with Latrell Love, who just subbed out.
Man down. That was a good hit.
And down, Vontae Copeland hands himself up a three-pointer. 55-39, alley-oop.
Oh.
More like an alley-oops.
From every mistake they make, they need to go get a bucket from it.
Copeland.
Don't just throw it up.
Nicola on the try. And that bounces off the back of the cylinder. 55-39. Wilson, excuse me, that is Wilson.
Man.
Fouled, and he'll shoot free throws with Canada in the penalty. Again, we play with NBA rules, so 4 fouls per quarter. That's all you get.
That's all you get. Better use them wisely. Okay. At least he can finish his free throws.
And our fan troop now having a word with Rashad Rainey. A.J. Wilson.
He finished them both.
He goes up to 14, and the Bulldogs go up by 18 with a minute 11 remaining in the second. Copeland. More of the same for the Wild.
Oh, good hustle. Those are those hustle plays.
.102 to go.
Oh, man.
Ooh, long cross court.
Woo.
10 on the shot clock. Copeland, relentless.
Oh, man.
Floats
that
it
little
in.
teardrop in there. That's his signature.
Copeland with 18, Minnesota. They've been in front since the beginning. Rashad Rainey. Long two from the elbow, grazes the rim. Wilson had it.
Can't bring it down low.
His pocket was picked. Copeland with the ball. Shot clock is off. Canada looking to pick up a little momentum.
You got to stay out of the corner.
Minnesota not afraid to extend that defense as Copeland, he's going to let time wind down. No, he'll go for the three. Minnesota's got time now, and they know it. Foul, and
man.
Minnesota will have time to shoot free throws.
Come on, man. That's a pointless foul right there. You didn't have to foul him right there.
Kamani Morris will go to the line, and those fouls late in the clock, Ty,
Man,
those are the ones that will leave you shaking your head.
shaking my head, all right. It's a pointless foul.
Especially when you're in the penalty.
Yeah.
And Minnesota, they have been exceptional at the line, and they were. Well, they're still not doing badly, 13 of 16 And that takes us to halftime, 58-41.
Halftime.
Bulldogs over the Canada Wild. Ty, Minnesota stumbled a little bit in the second quarter, but overall, this is their domain.
Sometimes the ugly win is all that matters. The win is all that matters.
Well, I wouldn't call it ugly just yet. They're up by 17. They're doing more than enough, but they're looking pretty spry.
You can blow a team out and still not play at your best.
We have seen that from time to time. We'll be back for the second half. You're watching NBL basketball on TSB television. The Bulldogs lead the Canada Wild 58-41. Twin Cities Sports Broadcasting and a whole lot more. That's what you get from TSB television. We provide long-lasting digital coverage of your favorite athletes from the preps to the pros. Dazzling moves. Holloman, good if it goes. Yes! Game winners. James, she's in trouble. Finds James, toss shot, it goes in! And everything in between. Before we let you go, do you want to say hi to anybody?
Oh, I don't know. Let's put me on the spot there.
If you want to connect with our audience, visit us at patreon.com/TSB television or sponsor our coverage through PayPal and Cash App. Thank you for watching. It's a little harder to do with a microphone. Well, the first half is done, and Ty, I think we could sum it up. If you're Minnesota, I think they're telling everybody, you can't touch this.
Oh, I like what you did, Mike.
That's because they lead 59-40.
Mike, you don't want to tell the people the halftime show you just put on?
Well, speaking of shows, Sam Willis is putting on one.
Yeah, he is.
I'm impressed you knew that song because that was, 1990? And what's sad is I know the song that this is based on. I know the original riff.
Oh, man, Mike.
You got to go back to the 80s for that. Well, I'm dating myself. Vontae Copeland leading Canada with 18 points. Abiola Bakari with 11. Those are your first half notables for Canada. Minnesota, A.J. Wilson, 14. Sam Willis and Jalen Hollins with 12.
I mean, I knew he was going to do that.
But yes, I know you can't touch this. Sampled the Rick James song Super Freak. You might remember that one.
Yep, I remember that. I mean,
even though neither of us were born.
Yeah.
For the original version, and I was only 3 years old when MC Hammer was a big deal. But Minnesota, as of this stage, too legit to quit as they streak down court and slam home a fast break dunk. A.J. Wilson with the bucket. Ty, the story of the game, Minnesota had a couple of stumbles in the second quarter, and their coaches were getting into them about that. I overheard a couple of remarks as I was refilling my water. But Canada just having a hard time finding the basket. They're just not getting threes or much else to fall right now, and that is why we have a 21-point margin. I don't have the exact calculations, but field goal percentage heavily favoring the Bulldogs.
Oh, man.
And it will go up even further on the Jalen Hollins triple. That's his second. This is all Bulldogs.
Yeah, I was about to say the game is definitely in their favor.
This three, that looked off from the moment of release. That was Zay Jackson. And I don't know what else there is to say. Minnesota, they're getting what they want.
Getting exactly what they want.
Three ball. Almost everything they want, but the O board.
Now you got to beat the winner down.
Wilson to Willis. Our first timeout of the game. 10:22 left in the third.
Oh, yeah, they better wake up. They don't have that much time to be playing around.
So what Ty was referring to, she was egging me along to join in, and then Michael Wright, the owner of the Bulldogs, took notice. And
Mike was getting his groove on is what he's trying to tell y'all.
I've got a ways to go before I really do that.
It wasn't Hammer time. It was Mike Peden time.
Right now, it's rock and roll part 2 time. 10:22 left in the third, 66-40. October 25th will be the next Minnesota Bulldogs game on the calendar. They'll have games on back-to-back Saturdays. And we'll do our best to have someone for you. For those games, of course, Ty and I will be with you after that the rest of the way.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll also see Ty on the sidelines. You might see me at a Harding game or two. I know I'm talked to your buddy David Iverson. He's working to get me over there, back to my old stomping grounds.
Yep, I think you should listen to him.
Well, I'm not opposed to it.
Oh, my
I just
God.
need some resources because it takes some doing to pull this off.
Yeah, you're right.
Here comes
In other words,
Kubi.
I can't wait to see you over there, Mike.
Kubi had the open lane. He might get something better out of it. Was disrupted, got it back, and he has a chance for a three-point play. Believe it or not, that's his first bucket of the game.
Oh wow. He's been trying to get to that free throw line every technical foul there's been, so I'm glad he's finally at the line.
Well, that's one way to get to the line. Just do it the old-fashioned way.
There.
Minnesota, 14 of 17 now at the free throw line, 13 of 16 naturally at halftime.
Oh, man. Unnecessary turnovers. Capitalize off of it.
Kubi for three, the southpaw puts it through. And the Bulldogs in cruise control. 73-40. Abbas to Jackson.
Boom.
Fires, swish.
Good.
That
Put
is
something on the
his
board.
first field goal since the first quarter. But the Wild in a deep hole. I think Minnesota can coast home to the finish. Jalen Hollins, he's not coasting. He's zooming. Copeland retrieves it. Abbas for three. Foul.
Number 13 been going at it.
Smart and Chandler. Remember, Rock Rogers had to get in there and break it up after those two were getting a little too physical.
Yeah.
Chandler to inbound, 9:05 left in the third. Jackson.
Okay, they moving on. Okay, good look.
Thomas to Chandler.
Oh,
Denial.
he's gotta lay the ball
Hollins.
up. Just play basketball.
Smart. Too strong. Wilson. Too strong on the cleanup. You don't see that often.
Yeah, you don't.
Abbas not giving up on the threes, but they still aren't dropping. Minnesota with numbers.
I heard him tell the crowd that he hasn't played in 3 years.
Willis lays it in. So Abbas hasn't played in 3 years?
I guess that's what he turned around and told the crowd after his air ball.
I will have to take his word for it. 3 seconds on Minnesota. No, it's yeah, 3 seconds on Minnesota. I just saw Smart down there. I thought he was within arm's length, but I guess not.
His arms. I mean, his arm length. He might been.
Right? How do you define arm's length? Man, you make me wish Tyzashia Jackson were still here. Not because you don't know the game.
How dare you?
No, because she played and she's also an official, so she has a better.
I salute her.
Well, she has a better understanding than you and I. I don't think you've officiated before.
I have, and I couldn't stand it, and I will never do it again.
Okay, and I haven't because I find that too stressful. I like this role.
Yeah, it's stressful. All right.
I tell you what's going on, and I get to enjoy it. I don't have to worry about a call or anything else. I get to sit back and, well, maybe avoid the popcorn until after the game because that dries up your throat. And you don't want that. You don't want dry mouth, not as a broadcaster.
You don't want people to hear this.
That too. Minnesota ball, 7:55 left in the third. As they lead 77-45, a game they have led wire to wire. Kubi short on the fadeaway. But I often say, Ty, those are the toughest shots to make.
Yeah, you can't fade away.
It's possible, but it requires a lot of commitment. I think people see the Kobe 1-foot step back, for example. But the fadeaways, and you know this, what am I saying?
Oh, man.
I feel like I'm mansplaining this as we have free throws for Zay Jackson. A fadeaway, you probably understand this, you're working against physics because you're stepping back while trying to get a forward motion on your shot. You are moving in two completely different directions.
Yeah, and when you fade away, you have to have more arc. It's a negative shot, so it's just too much. Just go into the shot. Go straight up.
So you like to lean into it.
Lean into it or go straight up.
So the Kobe fadeaways, they just weren't your thing.
I mean, they look good. They work good.
It's one of those things, if you can master the art, it's another tool in your toolbox. Bounce pass into Love. He's got the opening and the finish. What do we have here?
A penny on the court.
A penny? What? You got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Pennies on the court? I guess someone gave Latrell Love their 2 cents. But of all the whistles I have heard in basketball, that is the first time I have ever seen a coin end up on the court. Of course, it got a little more awkward in the WNBA this year. You might remember the green phallic objects that got thrown on the court at several games.
People wilding.
Yeah. I assure you that will not come from us.
Yeah, not
pennies or otherwise.
Yeah, not over here.
No. I don't keep those toys around anyway. Pennies I'll hang on to. Here comes Jackson for a three-point play chance. I can't believe. Ty, I'm amazed you're still with me a couple games later because you have no idea what kind of references I will make in a broadcast where you've got a team up by 30.
Yeah. Thank you for the good laugh.
Now, if someone threw a dollar coin on the court or a dollar bill, $5 bill, I might run out there and pick it up myself. No, I wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't.
You want to know why? Zay Jackson with the three-point play. You want to know why I wouldn't?
Why?
Because it would violate the Scrooge McDuck Code of Honor.
Okay. I like that you're abiding by the rules, Mike.
I'm abiding by the rules of a character from DuckTales. Latrell Love lays it in. If you don't understand the reference, in the DuckTales cartoons, the 80s version and the more recent iteration where David Tennant played the titular character, as we got a 3 from Jackson that's short, Scrooge McDuck, whenever his wealth was brought up, he would say he earned it fair and square. That's the Code of Honor I'm referencing.
Oh,
Hollins.
Me bound.
Gets a couple of those. Kubi for 3, short. Minnesota, now they're having some trouble.
Come on, man. I knew that was going there.
Sam Willis, he's going one direction, and that's in.
One direction.
And Ty, you picked up on it?
Yeah,
you picked up on Willis. That was his plan?
He stared him down.
Okay, he was looking at him.
He can't telegraph his pass.
He was looking at him. You hear that a lot in the NFL, telegraphing your passes. Well, that can happen here, too, in basketball.
Yeah, it happens a lot
Chandler
too often.
up on Love. He'll shoot 2.
They don't even need to cry about it. It's just like, it is what it is.
So, Ty, since I brought up my pop culture fandom once again, were there any characters, any role models from the fictional animated world that you aspired to be or that set a good example for you?
SpongeBob, because he's always ready.
He's always what?
Ready.
He's always ready.
I'm ready.
He's ready indeed. As CJ Chandler knocks down the front end. That gives him 5 points.
Okay, Mike. We might have to put you behind the.
My siblings think I can do a good SpongeBob impression.
Oh, so I hit home when I said that.
CJ Chandler knocks down the free throws, 83-52. Well, SpongeBob,
Wait, he did point guard?
I aged out just as he arrived. Here's Kubi. He never goes out of style. He'll shoot 2. So SpongeBob, I was slightly older than Nickelodeon's target demographic, I think, when he came on the scene, but they say one of his most redeeming qualities is how relentlessly optimistic and positive he is, no matter the situation.
That is true. Positive, sometimes annoying, but he's positive.
Some have theorized possible conditions or reasons for that. I think one that took off, someone suggesting that he was on the autism spectrum, which I thought was a little amusing.
Interesting.
Well, you know how it is. People are always trying to figure others out. Akeem Kubi had 6 points. Again, did not score in the first half. Folks, this is how you pass time when you have a 32-point game. And just like the first meeting, a team that has run away and stayed away. But I will say this, Ty, Minnesota, they're missing a few of these second-chance looks. And on the other end, Vontae Copeland drains the corner three. I mean, Minnesota, dare I say it, but they're turning into a little bit of Angel Reese rebounds here. Although, Angel Reese...
She made a bag off that.
She's making money. She's making, not bag, she's making bank. And Latrell Love banks in a layup. She claims to have made 6 figures. I'm not going to protest it, but you know what? If people come at you, so if anyone makes fun of your larger-than-average shoes, Ty, go find yourself an endorsement deal with a shoe company and turn that hate into bank.
Ooh, we got to put that on the shirt.
Put that on a T-shirt.
Turn the hate into bank.
Turn that hate into bank. Well, because then you get the last laugh. Nicole and Michael are going to be watching this and going, did he take anything before the game? This is Makari. He gets on the board for the first time in the third. 5:09 left. 11 points in the first half. Bakari really had a strong second quarter, and he left. He jumped the line. Yep. He jumped the line, so that doesn't count. You gotta wait until the ball touches rim. Young boys, girls, and androgynous beings.
Mike,
I'm trying to be respectful of everybody.
Yeah, I understand you. You're just making me giggle.
I'm making you giggle. That's it. You'll never do a game with me again.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Love will see himself to the free throw line on the turnaround move. Latrell Love up to 18 points. And Minnesota at this pace, Ty, they are on pace to get to 100 before the end of the third.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Samika, what do you make of all this now that you get a front row seat? How are we doing? Because you see just how weird and wild I will take games when it's a 32-point margin. And now Canada jumped.
Mika.
That's 2 false starts now. Well, wait, we don't have false starts in basketball, but you know what I'm saying. Did that ever happen to you? Because I'm wondering if it's an instinct thing.
What exactly?
Where you would jump the line on a free throw before touch rim.
Nah, no.
You waited.
Yeah.
You would wait until the ball would touch rim. It's just one of those things, again, I can't speak from your experience, but it's that sense of anticipation as TJ Chandler scores the layup. 89-58 in a game that has been all Bulldogs. Love
Good.
again.
Just keep feeding him down
Now
low.
he'll go mid-range. Why not?
He said they can't guard him.
Willis with a couple of dimes. And Love up to 21. He has the team high right now. Love did not play in the first game against the Broncos.
They need to just feed him the whole rest of the time.
Copeland, bullseye.
Good footwork.
That gives him 24. But Copeland has been a one-man show for the most part compared to what we're seeing out of Minnesota. Love with 21, Holland 17, Wilson 16. Traveling call. And Sam Willis.
Not up by 30.
Sam Willis, delay of game warning. He put the ball down, but He gets a delay of game. So you were a SpongeBob fan growing up.
You said what?
You were a SpongeBob fan growing up.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think my mom actually.
Well,
told us we
he's
couldn't
been
watch it.
around for over 25 years, so I have to remind myself a bunch of generations after me.
Ooh, good drop.
Now we're going the other way. You won't see this at the higher levels as much, Ty, where the players are chatting up with the fans like this.
Yeah.
Well, in the NBA, they get a little more weird, I'll put it that way. You probably heard the stories where fans are giving players a hard time for stupid reasons. Sam Willis at the line, knocks down the front end. Or now, what I find really bizarre are the fans who go at players because they did something that made them miss a parlay. And this is why I avoid sports betting.
People always have something to say. That's my favorite thing to tell you. People have
Apparently,
stuff to say all
I
the
just
time.
need the right platform. I mean, I could blog about this at home, but then I'd just be an old man yelling at a cloud.
Yeah, you don't want to be that.
What do we have now? Willis goes up to 20 points with the free throws. You give me the platform, I will speak my mind. You should have heard me with the WNBA developments this week.
Ooh, that was nice.
Zay Jackson commanding my attention with the reverse.
That was a nice move.
Minnesota still pulling away, though. Copeland times the pass, one-on-one. Saw Willis alongside, so he'll drain the three. 27 for Vontae Copeland. Remember, he's one of those pool players, and as Ty mentioned in the open, this could be an audition for him. How about another?
Stay.
Last touch by the Bulldogs.
Oh, if he would have hit that other one. Okay.
And Minnesota, again, they're not afraid to play everybody. That's Kari Dennis.
I mean, they
now.
might as well. Being up 30, everybody better touch, unless they have other
I have
reasons.
a feeling we might see that in the fourth, even though they have kind of emptied the bench more or less. Abbas, charge. Cologne was set. In a closer game, I think that charge would stand out a little more, but Cologne was set. And you were talking about this, Ty, in the first game, and I've had a few examples of that this week, including last night's football game that I did for North Metro TV. You never know when a play like that will matter in a close game. So even though Minnesota's up big,
right,
you got to treat this like any other game.
That could hurt them any other game.
Both teams in the penalties, so we're going to shoot free throws for the final 2:34.
He wanted his 3 points.
Well, the whistle was before. Was that a foul or was that?
No, they didn't have the shot clock restarted. He tried to tell them at the beginning, but he kept
Okay,
playing.
I thought it was a foul. This is why Ty's here, because she does a much better job paying attention. Me, I go off on tangents that involve SpongeBob and DuckTales, and here's Kavarian Williams, long three, off the cylinder. McCullough. Over to Jalen Thomas.
Roll.
He wants the three, won't get it. Cologne. Ooh,
Oh, good pass.
that didn't work out, and I'll explain in a minute.
That's a foul.
Well, that will be a foul, and free throws for Chandler.
Not
Cologne.
Not like I wanted it to
that-
happen.
Well, and I was going to reference this. You saw Cologne going for the rebound, going for the save after the airball three. If he lets it go, it's a dead ball rebound to the Bulldogs, but because he made the play, couldn't quite corral it. That gave Canada the opening.
Yep. They found the right opening, too.
Now, I don't know if he thought he could try to get after it, but the way I see it, Ty, if I see an air ball, I'm letting it go out because I'll take over. Because you're underneath your own basket, so if you try to make a grab, get the ball, and it doesn't work out, well, that didn't work out for Chandler. But if it doesn't work out, now your opponent's got a free look. That's how I see it.
I see where you're coming from.
Would you approach it differently, or do you ultimately not have...
It's situational.
So you treat it by situation.
Yes, sir.
I guess I look at it as efficiency or possible outcomes. What can I do to reduce the likelihood of my opponent scoring on me?
Ooh,
that was a push from behind, and Kari Dennis muscles through it.
That's a good finish.
Speaking of situational awareness, Dennis still on his feet, says, hey, he pushed me off, but not down.
I'm glad he put it up.
That's what they teach you, though, isn't it?
I mean, they teach it. We and they teach a lot of things.
We and they.
Yeah. Because
what is the difference between we and they?
Because we meaning I also, but they because this isn't about me right now. So.
Right now, it's about a 4-point play converted by Andre Birdsong. Oh, there we go. I saw you signaling clock, the official signaling clock. If you're not careful, Ty, the officials...
Again?
If you're not careful, Kari Dennis is going to run over you.
I ain't worried about none of that.
I was going to say, if you're not careful, the officials might give you a call and ask you to join them.
And you know what? The good thing is I can always say no.
That's what John says every time I reach out to him. No, he doesn't. Rebound for Copeland. No three-point play. And we've got to shoot more. 99-66. Barring some alignment of the Cosmos, I think Minnesota's going to win this game. I have not seen too many 33-point comebacks with this much time remaining, or this less time, this amount of time. The farther you go, the lower likelihood of the win probability working in your favor. Now the officials are having a laugh as we wait for Bakari.
I won't want everybody laughing while I'm down by 30.
I mean, what are you going to do, though? Canada, they have a small roster. They are 0-2, so they aren't one of the upper echelon teams here. At the same time, it's a game. I think you take it a little more seriously, and these players do as well, but I think you have to acknowledge the situation sometimes.
They're not laughing either.
Williams looking for the three ball. Short. Rebound, Dennis. Birdsong. He and Dennis have come in to make a quick impact. Minnesota now past the century mark for the third. 42 points in the quarter, Ty. That will win you a lot of games.
That will win you a whole lot of games.
But the Bulldogs off to a strong start this season. You have to think they would be a contender. Spin move, Kawudo gets out of it. Birdsong, nowhere to go, so he'll take it himself.
Yep, good.
6 off the bench, and he didn't get his first minutes until this quarter time.
Oh, wow.
Well, you were like that once. I remember your freshman year, you came off the bench.
Freshman year of...
You were still learning how to play.
Yeah. Yeah, I was wishing I wasn't playing.
Now, why would you wish that?
I was like, please don't pick me, please don't pick me. Every time he looked down the bench, please don't pick me.
I think that frame of mind did not age well, Ty.
Yeah, no, put me in. Put me in now.
Cologne holding for the last shot. Minnesota up by 1,100 or something like that. Cologne wanted to take it in himself, doesn't work out. And that will bring us to the end of the third. Minnesota up 103-67. They score 44 in the third. And I think it's safe to say this one's a done deal, but we do have 12 minutes to play.
Done deal. I hope it's 12 minutes and they don't have to foul so much. So the 12 minutes doesn't turn to 30. We know what the game is going to look like at the end, right? We know where the W and the L is going. So let's just play clean for 12 minutes.
It's going to Mika, isn't it? She's getting the W.
Mika always gets a W.
Mika, did you know what you were getting into when you met this woman for the first time? Absolutely. Okay. In spite of all the highlights and all the footage I had, you decided to stick it out. That takes some real courage. If you didn't hear her, she said she likes a wild ride. I will leave that up to you viewers to determine what that means.
You are hilarious.
Really? Because I thought I didn't know how to be funny.
Well,
I tell people all the time on my TikTok channel, I have no idea what to do with it because I don't know how to be funny.
I'll post us, Mike. We should put our bloopers up. Like moments like these.
Well, this isn't a blooper, though.
I guess
just
you're
killing
right.
time. This is more of a killing time moment. Killing time in a 36-point game in the fourth quarter that one team has locked up. Unless we get some strange realignment of the cosmos and end up in another dimension.
Maybe Copeland will shoot back-to-back threes. Oh, he's not even in.
Well, Copeland would need more than back-to-back threes. He would need back-to-back to back-to-back to back-to-back to back, all the way to infinity. Williams, short.
Yep,
and
just
that
let him
was
play like this.
That was Nicole Charles' son, I think Sam, who was trying to bring it home. Kawuto says, not in my house.
It's
Dennis
like playing at Jimmy
offline.
Lee.
Jimmy Lee. You played there too?
Yeah, my girls play there every Sunday.
Oh,
but,
that's right. That's right.
But watching,
Your Lady Legends.
Yeah.
At least until they all get to high school ball, then then you'll have to. Well, you're coaching, so you might have to pick up some miles because I think at least one of your players is at South St. Paul.
Nope.
Or are they all at Harding?
I had a player that I used to work out. She went to South St. Paul, but she's at Como now.
At Como?
Yeah, when she was little, she used to work out with me at Jimmy Lee.
Stephen Colon buries the three straight away. Well, Como Park, they are in Fall League right now. They're going to look a little different without Cece Davis and Micaiah Kenny. And you may have heard this, Ty, in the St. Paul City Conference, an old name you might remember, Willie Taylor. He's back at Central.
Oh, he used to coach them when I was playing.
Oh, he was the coach seemingly forever. He was there for about 15 years. I was there with the state tournament titles.
He back coaching there?
He's coaching there. Central's a little different now than they were back in his first go, but he knows how to.
They had Sade Chapman and Betsy McDonald.
Betsy McDonald.
Oh.
She coached for a year at Eastern Illinois, came back.
Oh, yeah. I played against her in college one game. Only one. It was like an exhibition game or something.
The clock ran again, and I don't think we're going to mercy rule yet. It's stopping with 10:01, although I don't mind at this point.
I don't mind either, Mike. They don't mind either. Oh,
TJ
wow,
Chandler, he's got the reverse down. Well, so you remember Sade and Betsy and Raina Chiro. I remember Kiara Buford, Angel Robinson, Thierra Taylor, Georgie Jones, that super team that won 2 titles.
Yeah, that's who you remember. I wasn't even thinking about basketball during that time.
Cologne is thinking about 3-pointers. That's his third. 109-72. I do expect we're going to see both teams lay off a little bit, maybe not go as hard. Cologne, can he make it 4? You bet.
Back to back to back.
I guess I was right about the back-to-back threes, but they're going to the team in front by 40. But this is why you keep on playing, as this is turning into a backyard scrimmage.
Yeah, Jimmy
Cologne. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3-pointers.
I guess keep feeding them. Let them keep shooting. Can't reach.
What are you doing, Steven? Come on. You're up by 41.
Yeah. He feeling himself.
Don't make a silly foul like that. If you're up by 1, I understand going at it, but why is everyone lining up at the line?
They're out of it.
Williams isn't. He wants in. Oh, almost had it. Or maybe Cologne fouled on purpose to give Williams that chance for the steal. Zay Jackson zooms down court for the layup. He's got 16.
Gonna go for another one?
Well, he's got a bass on him. He'll have to work to get some space.
Don't be selfish now.
Everyone's telling him to shoot it.
No,
Kawuto from 15, he'll shoot it. Maybe this will free him up. They want him to go. Cologne, nope.
Okay, no point to force.
But you saw the Bulldogs bench. They wanted him to be selfish. They were telling him to shoot it, daring him. Now what do we have? Delay of game. You won't see this till after the fact, but if you like what you're seeing, Ty and I are back tomorrow. Bakari leaps up for another putback. I know this isn't stat padding time, but this is why you keep on scrapping, scratching, and clawing. Cologne will take a 2-pointer.
Let them cook.
17 off the bench. And you look at the scoring distribution, Ty, there's a lot of big numbers all over the place, not unlike the first game. Look out.
Not the time to get injured.
So here is what I'm talking about. Jalen Holland, 17. A.J. Wilson, 16. Sam Willis, 20. Latrell Love, 21. Stephen Cologne, now with 17. And 15 in the fourth quarter when it's supposed to be stat padding time. I guess he took that to heart.
They're about to start that mess down there.
That's Kawuto and Chandler.
Share the ball.
Chandler.
What?
Got it to go. I was with you. I thought he was putting himself into a tough spot, but
yeah, normally that
sometimes willpower is more than enough.
Sometimes.
I stopped trying to make sense of things a long time ago. Williams feeding Cologne. He'll kick out. Dennis. In and out it goes. 6.5. Minnesota will go to 2-0 before their weekend trip. The Bulldogs, that is. We have a second Minnesota team who we'll see tomorrow. And they are emptying the bench. And I'm out of space on my score sheet. So if number 24 scores, I'm in trouble. That would be Adam Wright.
I think everybody played now, Mike.
Indeed they have. Copeland. What a game from him.
He about to use that to his advantage now. None of them can guard him.
Rainey off the rim. Canada able to save it. Copeland gets a slight bump from behind. Nearly had his pocket picked. Fires the three. Nobody on Chandler. He'll get the bucket and the foul. Well, Ty, we talked about this in the first game. Remind them while you're here. You never know who's watching. And if your coaches detect that you're phoning it in, they're going to get on your butt.
You definitely have to watch. You got to watch how you play because you don't know who's in the crowd. Somebody may want to pick you up.
Or you've got these hecklers who will give you a hard time.
Oh, yeah. They've been trolling.
So Chandler completes the three-point play. That puts him up to 15. 117-83. Rainey's three, long. They should have kept Cologne out there.
Yeah, they should have let him cook.
He was cooking up buckets, and so was Bakari. Well, Canada is reeling in the margin. They won't have enough time. But they have brought it back to 32. And that is a missed play. Marcus Perkins not there. Copeland.
I like him.
Another three to give him 32 points.
32 points is crazy.
Again, it goes back to you never know who's watching. I did a game last winter, Hill Murray Providence girls basketball. Providence won running away as Perkins gets the layup. But Maya Wilson, you probably have heard of her. Perkins with the steal, steps into the three, bullseye. Maybe it's Perkins' turn to cook.
Maybe it's Perkins' turn.
Maya Wilson, have you heard of her?
Nope.
She is the top prospect in the 2027 class. She dropped 30 on Providence Academy.
Oh, wow.
Even though Hill Murray was blown out, Maya stayed with it and got herself a big game. A few years before that, Copeland, he doesn't care what the score is. And that is something that teams and coaches will take note of. Willis, he's back out there to Perkins. Copeland again. I don't think he has an off switch. And he is taking exception to Kamani Morris was saying he grabbed my hand, I think.
He getting frustrated. The bench over there talking stuff. He just trying to hoop.
But to finish up my point, a few years earlier, Hopkins Park Center, Paige Becker's Adalia McKenzie. The last time those two faced each other in high school. Hopkins won convincingly. Adalia McKenzie still dropped 42.
Those be games they'll never forget.
Well, you're right. Viewers certainly noticed. And they may do the same with Vontae Copeland. Again, he's one of the pool players filling in to help out Canada. But this might be a performance that finds him a spot on a team later on, if he so chooses. Chandler, man in his face, doesn't faze him for a bit. Chandler up to 17, and Ty, I know it's in the fourth quarter, but it was a 40-point game not too long ago. Willis with an endless amount of touches. But Canada bringing it back within 30. I know that won't mean much in this game, but it is a sign that they're not here for the headlines. They're going to keep playing no matter what happens.
Oh, yeah, that's for certain.
Abbas picks up the rebound after several tries come up empty for the Bulldogs. Shot clock did not reset. There we go. Obviously, yeah, you're not going to put a shot clock violation just as they bring it up. Oh, boy. That was a heat check for Copeland, but the long carom goes to Abbas. Gives it a crack. Can't get it to go. Morris with the rebound. Looking to go coast to coast, and he'll have to do it at the free throw line. Well, Ty, your takeaways, Minnesota, they'll get the wire-to-wire win. The fourth quarter, maybe they let off the gas a bit, but overall a great team effort.
Hopefully they keep their energy for the game tomorrow.
Well, the Bulldogs aren't playing. It's the Broncos that are playing tomorrow.
Broncos.
Right. The Bulldogs don't play 2 in a row. We have 2 teams, so the visitors will play. But what's your takeaway from the Bulldogs here? Copeland draws the foul. What do you take away? You've had a couple of games now to see them play. What's your takeaway from the Bulldogs for game 2 as opposed to game 1?
They're doing a little bit more complaining in this game, but I mean, it seems like they're getting more in the rhythm than they were the last 2 weeks.
I think their depth, their teamwork is their strong suit. I will agree with you. They maybe did get a little too chatty on fouls, and that's not to say you should be passive or just shrug it off, but like you said, you got to focus on playing.
Especially when you're up by this much.
Well, there will be games where they're not up by huge amounts, where they're going to have to grind it out.
So I really wonder how that's going to look, how the complaint is going to look then.
I think you're right. Maybe a little more focus. Remember, this is a game. Rashad Rainey connects on the 3. Not everything's going to go your way, obviously. It never does in basketball. That's just the nature of it, but you got to focus on the next play. If you get fouled, focus on the free throws or getting a good inbound in, all of that. It wasn't enough that it caused any sort of unraveling or deterioration on the part of Minnesota, but like you said, I'd like to see maybe a little more composure, a little more stoicism, especially early in a game when there's a little less at stake per play, so to speak. Bakari can't get the drive to fall. Willis all by himself lines up and lays it in. That puts him at 22 for the team lead. Under 2 minutes to go. Rainey again. But a pair of 20-point scores in Willis and Love on the Bulldogs side. Rainey will pick up the assist to Perkins, and that gives him 7. This might be the highest score I have seen, certainly this season. Minnesota, I think, beat Grand Rapids in a regular season game, 133-123, something to that effect. But Minnesota, they came to play today.
Yeah, they came, yeah.
Looking to get one more. Perkins will give it to them. He's got 9 off the bench. Delay of game. This one on Perkins. And because it's the second delay of game warning, that results in a technical free throw.
Just come on.
And if you don't know what a delay of game is, or if you don't know the procedure, after you score, the scoring team cannot touch the ball until the opposing team does.
Yeah, I love that rule.
Well, it's designed to keep players and teams from doing weird things. I think Kentucky-Villanova back in '85, Kentucky did a bunch of that to try to extend the game against Villanova. There was no shot clock at the time, and the clock didn't stop for a made basket either. But delay of game, again. What are we doing? That was a charge. You can't lead with a shoulder like that. And
yeah, we pushed him.
I'm perplexed at this stage in the game. The outcome's decided. That's not the time to throw an elbow. but that's just me.
Yeah, it's too much talking on the sideline. I can't even focus.
I told you, Ty, I'm not afraid to speak my mind. I've got things to say when you give me the platform. But read the room is what I'm trying to say. You don't throw an elbow in a 36-point game. It's that silly stuff that just can set up trouble, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It won't take away from a wire-to-wire win by the Bulldogs, and I have a feeling their rankings, they were 6 as of the last poll, but they didn't play any games last week, and we'll see how things stand after this week, but I think it's safe to say the Bulldogs are going to be a team to watch. They're in the same division as the Chicago Legends. I don't know if those two will play each other in the regular season, but the Legends, they've got quite the team. And as we saw last year, there are lots of talented players out there in this league that have a lot of experience overseas, in colleges, across the country. Chandler to shoot free throws. Ty's looking over at the Minnesota bench. They are having a word or two with Kashmir McCullough, a player they remember from last year. Kashmir was a part of the Bulldogs team. And filling in as a pool player. Chandler splits at the line. He'll finish with 19. I think it's safe to call this one a game. 132-97 the final. Tie. Minnesota took control early, never looked back. And apparently, that's all that needs to be said.
That's all that needs to be said.
I was trying to set her. I was trying to lob her an air ball, lob her that alley oop, and she's like, you know what? That was such a. You were open. I'll just give you the shot.
Yeah, Mike, you ended it on a great note.
And Minnesota ends on a note that will take them to 2-0. 134-97. They do count the last basket. Okay, 134-97. What difference does it make? Minnesota wins and goes to 2-0. I'm joined by Sam Willis, 22 points tonight for the Bulldogs. Another wire-to-wire win as they go to 2-0. Sam, you had the advantage with depth. You had a full roster, but we just saw a team that was quick. They were hitting their shots early in the game, built up that big lead, never looked back. What do you make of the team chemistry 2 weeks into the season?
I love our team chemistry. I think it's just important for all of us just to keep practicing together and getting to know everybody's game. It's 2 weeks into the season, like you said, so like we're just judging, character right now and how people play, so I'm loving it.
Another thing that was evident tonight, it's not just the depth, but the versatility, the spreading of the offense. A couple players with 20 points. Cologne, 17 off the bench, had 5 threes. Love had a great game. Hollins did his thing. Everyone stepping up. It's a little early to proclaim anyone a favorite to win the championship, but from what I've seen, Minnesota has the signs of a contender. How do you see it?
Hey, I see the same thing. I think we're 15 deep here, so it's like anybody's going to step up any given night. And like tonight, it's 5 of us got 20 points, so that's love right there. I can't complain at all.
What do you think has worked through the first 2 games of the year, and what would you like to work on? Because the runaway wins, obviously it's nice to have a win where you're not sweating it toward the end, but I imagine you also know the mission is far from complete.
Yeah, right now I think we just need to tighten up on defense and also defensive rebounding. We have a lot of tall guys on our team, so just letting them box out and us guards get in there and do the dirty work is something I think we need to work on.
And you're one of the players, I understand, that was part of this team a year ago. A lot of players came back to the Bulldogs. What have you noticed about yourself and this team from year 1 to year 2?
I just think it's being resilient. Last year we didn't have the best year, but we stuck it out and we came all the way till now. So it's just like being able to see the improvement from last year is just something I love, and I'm going to be a part of this team for a while.
All right. Minnesota Bulldogs now at 2-0. Thanks to guys like Sam Willis. Before we go, you want to say hi to anybody?
Hey, Mom.
Hi, Mom, and hi to everyone else. Thanks for stopping by, Sam. Congrats, Sam. We'll see if we can keep this train running.
See you later, guys.
All right. And it's time for us to say see you later. So for Ty Holt and the rest of the crew, this is Mike Peden thanking you for watching NBL basketball. Remember to help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered. Goodbye, everybody.